Hello friends and welcome to the Saitama Stacker channel. My name's Dean. If you're watching my videos for the first time, please know I only make them for entertainment, education, and for community building around the tokens that I speak about. And today is a Tarp video. And folks, if you're new to Tarp, I want to just point you to a video that is in my feed, and I'll of course leave a link in the description. Yesterday, I did an AMA with Matt and Justin, the developers of Tarp. We had a really good time. We're actually having a laugh right out of the gate because I was telling Justin I've actually watched probably 50 plus hours of his YouTube content and I'd never seen him. So actually seeing him, it just kind of is a mind trip for me. And when the video started up, when I brought them out of the back room, he emerged as his little alien self. And it caught me off guard. It was pretty funny and it kind of helped me with the nerves. But there was a lot of good information discussed there. Along with this AMA, there are multiple other ones out there. So if you're new and you're looking at the Tarp project and you want to get some great information about the developers and how the project is set up and how it works, there really is some strong content. But I'll link this one in the description for you. Let's take a look and see what's going on with Tarp in terms of its fundamentals over the last few days. Now, I don't make content daily for Tarp, so we're about 4 days since the last time. Currently, the holder count sitting at 4,429. That's an increase of 47. And if you're a member of the Tarp community, you know that you want to see that number at 69 or higher. And that's just a little nod to the community that has, for some reason, this massive fascination with silly numbers. So currently the market cap for Tarp, 24 million. Now, that's really similar, barely less than what it was just 4 days ago. And there was a rise from then until now. So today's numbers look a little more distressing. But in reality, if we put it in perspective, we're really right where we were 4 days ago. I will be showing you performance and talking a little bit about how Tarp performance is faring against the broader crypto market here in just a minute. So the price of Tarp, 4024. The volume up pretty good today, around 300,000, 306,000. The burn ticks up a little bit higher to 3.09%. And since the last time I filmed, a full 452 million Tarp tokens have burned. So that it's increasing. The circulating supply, again, a nod to the community, 969 billion tokens remaining in circulation. So not too bad. So let's talk about performance of Tarp here. Currently down about 17% in the last 24 hours. If we look at the longer term here, down 17% in 24 hours, 10% in 7 days, and 20% in the last 14 days. Now that sounds brutal, and it is. Cryptocurrencies are highly subject to volatility and pretty large swings. So if you invested 14 days ago, and this is the first time you're ever working with a crypto project, you're probably feeling pretty disheartened here. But let's put it in perspective for what's going on in the broader crypto market. Okay, so these are the top 100 coins in cryptocurrency. Some of them you've certainly heard of, Bitcoin and Ethereum, Binance. Those projects in 7 days, so remember, Tarp is down 10, Bitcoin down 16, Ethereum 23, Binance 26. As we scroll down, guys, 35%, for Polkadot, down 30% for Avalanche in 7 days, triple the amount Tarp's down. Polygon down 31, Shiba Inu down 35. All the way down the board here, guys, you're seeing that the cryptocurrency market is tough. So why is Tarp faring better than the broader cryptocurrency market? Well, it actually has to do with what we were talking about here in the fundamentals. There are relatively few holders. The market cap is relatively low. And so Tarp isn't really going to be affected like many larger tokens are by the broader market in general. Most of us who own Tarp, we know it's only been around for 4 weeks. I would think for the most part, people weren't expecting to be millionaires at this point unless you invested $1 million. But it's, it's early in the project. We're holding our tokens. Nobody's in a big rush to sell. of course, want to make a profit. So people who are just getting in the last couple of weeks, like myself, not too stressed about what's going on with Tarp being down some. And it is good to see that, anywhere else you would have put your money in the market right now, you would actually be in worse shape. So if I'm talking here in the last 7 days. So, just take it with a grain of salt, kind of remember where things are at. One of the things that I talked about yesterday in the AMA with Matt and with Justin was in terms of getting additional information about Tarp, where is the best place to do that? So at the official website, this totallyarugpull.com, you see different contact means. There's the Reddit, there's Telegram and Discord. The developers, Matt and Justin, said that Discord by far and away is the number one place to connect with the Tarp community. So I would just say, if you haven't checked it out yet, I would. It's a lot of fun. I actually spent some time in there today. The information is good. The community is friendly. They're friendly to new investors. I see people asking questions that I would have thought were difficult questions, 8 months ago when I really got started looking heavily into cryptocurrency. But now they seem pretty fundamental, and nobody's giving anybody a hard time for asking those questions. There's a learning curve associated with cryptocurrency, and if you want to learn more about it, this is a strong community, especially when the developers are in the Discord, because both of them are very, very well versed in cryptocurrencies and the markets, and just bright guys that are more than happy to help investors. So I would say take a look at that. Let me show you what's going on with reflections for Tarp for the last little bit here, and then I'll go ahead and sign out on this one. I did purchase some additional Tarp yesterday, so in my tracker you'll notice a big boost, but it's offset as I put it over here in the buy category. But since yesterday, I've received 1,421 additional Tarp tokens, bringing my total reflections since January the 4th to 16,600 free Tarp tokens. If you're interested in learning more about how the reflections work, you can go to the website, and under the Rugonomics section, you'll see that there's a 1% burn, 1% reflection, 1% the dev wallet, and liquidity. Every time somebody buys or sells Tarp token, 4% is withheld from that transaction and distributed as you see here on the screen. That 1% reflection is given back to people who are holders of Tarp. So without adding more, your token count is growing day over day. And while it doesn't seem like much, in the short term, over time they can really build up. And then if the project gains momentum and the price starts moving upwards, those reflections can become very, very valuable. In my case, my reflections in another project were at one point in time worth more than what I invested in the project when it started. So it's just a nice daily lift, I guess you could say, or kind of a boost to know that even if you're having a down day on the market, your bag is still growing. And when the market recovers, which we're all, believing that it will, then your bag is going to be worth even more because you've got some free tokens. Folks, I hope you're having an amazing day. Thanks for joining me for this Tarp video. Check back with me soon for more Tarp and other cryptocurrency content. Thank you.